What's going on, guys? It is Bernardo, and today we're doing an unboxing on our second part of our cryptocurrency build that we are building together. I think on the first video, we went over some of the parts that I am going to be purchasing, and we also did the unboxing of the Radeon RX 580 8GB graphics card. Now, today we are dealing with the motherboard, and we have the MSI B450 AMD motherboard. So I'm super excited, and let's get into unboxing and seeing what's inside the box. All right, so what comes inside the box? We have an MSI kind of pamphlet that gives you a rundown of some of their products. We have a thank you for choosing a MSI product little card. We have our case standoff notification kind of sheet. We have our quick installation guide. Extremely important when you're dealing with the CPU and other stuff. We have a M.2 screw. Make sure I don't lose this. We have a True Gaming MSI sticker. We have two eSATA cables. We have our faceplate for our input and output panel. And our AMD motherboard drivers and utility CD, which really weird to have this because a lot of the computers don't have DVD or CVD ROMs anymore. So most likely I would recommend going online and getting the latest and greatest drivers and utilities at the site. You could just download it. And then last but not least, we have the B450 motherboard from MSI, the A Pro Max edition. So we are going to take it out of the bag, nice and easy, to go over some of the ports and features. Ooh, look at how nice is that. Awesome. Cool. All right, so let's take a closer look on the input and output panel of the B450. All right, so the back panel on the B450, we have the following. We have our PS2 port. We have two 2.0 USB ports. We have a VGA, a DVI port. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 3.1 USB ports. Right here in the bottom, we have an HDMI port. We have a RJ45 gigabit port. And then we have 6 channels for audio. Now the following, the pink one is the mic in, line out, line in, the rear speaker out, center subwoofer out, and the last one, the gray one, is actually the side speaker out. Okay, so let's talk about some of the features on the MSI B450 motherboard. Now the CPU socket is a AM4. The entire motherboard is a ATX form factor. Chipset is a AMD B450. Memory capacity is 64 gigs, which actually has 4 DIMM channels. Memory type support is WDR4. Memory speed, you could either get the WDR4 1866 up to WDR4 4133. It does support Crossfire. It's actually housing 2 PCIe by 16 slots and 4 PCIe by 1 slots. You can actually hook up this motherboard with a M.2 solid state drive, or you could get 6 SATA drives and configure a RAID 0, 1, or 10 RAID configuration. Now the retail price for the B450 really depends on where you're getting it. But if you go to Amazon.com or BNH.com, you can actually get this motherboard for $90. Okay, so let's take our MSI B450 A Pro Max motherboard. We're going to hook it up to our case, computer case, which is from Cooler Master. And I can't really tell you which case is this because I kind of ripped all the parts from it. I ripped the front panel, the side panels, and everything. It's really gutted. So this is the way that I'm going to use it. I'm going to insert the motherboard into this computer case. So let's get right into that. Okay, so we just finished inserting our MSI B450 inside our computer case. I had to insert a couple of risers inside of the computer case. And before I even inserted the motherboard, I had to install the back, the input and output panel for the motherboard. So a total of, I believe, 9 screws that I had to actually lock down the motherboard. I'm pretty excited. I'm still waiting for the rest of the parts. I think the next part that I'm going to receive in the lab would be the CPU and the memory. Again, this machine has 4 DIMM slots. I only purchased one 8 gig stick because I don't really need a lot of memory or a powerful CPU. It's the graphics card that I need to do the mining for the cryptocurrency. Overall, hopefully you guys enjoyed this unboxing of the MSI B450A Pro Max motherboard, and I'll catch you guys on the next unboxing of the other parts that we need for our cryptocurrency mining machine. Peace out.